Co-stars who hated each other off camera. Get ready to step behind the curtain of Hollywood's most famous friendships. Or are they? You won't believe which co-stars couldn't stand each other off camera. From on-screen chemistry that sizzles to real-life feuds that fizzle, we're diving into the shocking truths of Tinseltown. Prepare for some jaw-dropping revelations. But first, are you ready to have your perceptions shattered? Stick around to find out which iconic duos were just acting all along. 1. Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes, Romeo plus Juliet. In the film Romeo plus Juliet, directed by Baz Luhrmann, Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes played the famous star-crossed lovers, but their off-screen relationship was far from the romantic connection they portrayed on screen. DiCaprio, recognized for his mischievous pranks on set, often annoyed Danes with his antics, which she considered unprofessional. She once expressed her frustration, saying, "I was ready to drink the poison whenever I was around him," indicating her irritation with his immature behavior. Danes found DiCaprio's constant joking to be unprofessional, while he thought she was too uptight. This difference in their personalities resulted in very little interaction between them when they were not filming. Their contrasting attitudes were evident as Danes grew tired of DiCaprio's pranks, and DiCaprio seemed to dismiss her serious approach to work. In a curious twist, Danes declined the lead role in Titanic, a decision that some believe may have been to avoid working with DiCaprio again. She later explained her choice by saying, "I just made this romantic epic with Leo, I just didn't have it in me," hinting that her experience with Romeo plus Juliet made her reluctant to take on another project with him. Despite their personal disagreements, both actors have complimented each other's skills in public. Danes admitted to having had an initial crush on DiCaprio, which she described as problematic due to their professional relationship. She stated, "I couldn't really have a crush on the guy I was professionally having a crush on." This complexity in their dynamic shows how the chemistry seen on screen can sometimes conceal the real tensions between actors, making their performances even more impressive. 2. Kevin Smith and Bruce Willis, Cop Out. Kevin Smith, the director known for his work on films like Clerks and Chasing Amy, was excited to collaborate with his idol Bruce Willis on the 2010 film Cop Out. Smith had been a fan of Willis since his days on the TV show Moonlighting, and he felt like a starstruck child when working with him. He said, "I wasn't the 38-year-old Kevin Smith who had directed a bunch of movies. I was the 12-year-old who would lay on my parents' couch and watch David Addison on Moonlighting." However, Smith's enthusiasm was short-lived as he faced challenges with Willis on set. Willis consistently ignored Smith's directions, asserting his own understanding of his character. He told Smith, "I've been acting like Bruce Willis for 25 years. Do you really think there's anything you're going to tell me that I don't know?" This led to escalating tensions, culminating in Willis threatening Smith and the director punching walls in frustration. The situation worsened when Willis missed the wrap party and Smith publicly excluded him from his thanks to the crew. Willis later downplayed Smith's grievances, calling him a whiner and mentioning their differing work approaches. Smith felt unsupported and expressed that he would not have cared if Willis had fired him from the project. In later years, Smith's feelings softened after Willis retired from acting due to aphasia, a condition that affects language. Smith tweeted, "Long before any of the cop-out stuff, I was a big Bruce Willis fan, so this is really heartbreaking to read. He loved to act and sing, and the loss of that has to be devastating for him. I feel like an asshole for my petty complaints from 2010. This shows that despite their very public falling out, Smith felt genuine sorrow for Willis and regretted his earlier complaints, highlighting the bittersweet nature of what was meant to be a dream collaboration. Do you think Kevin Smith was justified in publicly criticizing Bruce Willis? Comment yes if you agree, or no if you don't. 3. Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere, the Lords of Flatbush. Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere's feud dates back to the early 1970s when they worked together on the film The Lords of Flatbush. Stallone has been vocal about his disdain for Gere's behavior on set, saying he acted like the baddest knight at the round table due to his oversized motorcycle jacket. The situation worsened during a lunch break when a chicken incident led to Stallone physically reacting to Gere's carelessness, which resulted in Gere being dismissed from the film. Stallone explained, "The director had to make a choice. One of us had to go, one of us had to stay. Richard was given his walking papers, and to this day, seriously dislikes me." Their animosity continued beyond the film set. At a dinner party hosted by Elton John, the tension between Stallone and Gere resurfaced over their mutual connection, Princess Diana. Elton John described in his memoir the atmosphere becoming tense as Gere and Diana seemed to be getting close, leading to Stallone leaving the party angrily, saying, "I never would have come if I'd known Prince Charming was gonna be here." This event further deepened their enmity, with Stallone maintaining his resentment towards Gere. The feud between these two Hollywood icons remains a significant part of their histories, showing that some rivalries in the entertainment industry can last long after the cameras have stopped rolling. Stallone's ongoing disdain for Gere is a testament to the longevity of their conflict. As he once said, "Richard was given his walking papers, and to this day seriously dislikes me," suggesting that the hostility between them is far from being resolved. 4. Ariana Grande and Janette McCurdy, Sam and Cat. In her memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died, Janette McCurdy details the strained relationship she had with Ariana Grande during their time working together on the Nickelodeon show Sam and Cat. McCurdy, who played Sam Puckett, felt resentment towards Grande, who portrayed Cat Valentine, due to what she perceived as preferential treatment and Grande's growing success as a pop musician. McCurdy's frustrations escalated when Grande frequently missed filming to focus on her singing career, while McCurdy had to decline other opportunities because the show's team would not work around her schedule. She recounted an instance where Grande was absent for a week, leading to the script being adjusted to have her character locked in a box, which McCurdy found absurd and unfair. The actress also felt bitter about Grande's privileged background and quick rise to fame, in contrast to her own career trajectory. McCurdy expressed this sentiment in her memoir, highlighting the disparity between Grande's numerous accolades and her own less glamorous achievements, such as being the face of a tween clothing line. When Sam and Cat was cancelled in 2014 after just one season, Grande posted a thank you message to Nickelodeon and her fans on Facebook, but did not acknowledge McCurdy. McCurdy's book indicates that her dislike for Grande was not reciprocated, as she admitted, "I didn't like her. I couldn't like her." The final straw for McCurdy was when Grande shared an exciting story about spending an evening playing charades at Tom Hanks's house, which made McCurdy feel that every time Grande missed work, it was a personal affront to her. 5. Will Smith and Janet Hubert, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The long-standing feud between Will Smith and Janet Hubert, who portrayed Aunt Viv in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, spanned nearly 30 years and was characterized by deep animosity. Hubert believed Smith, then a young actor, was undeserving of his success and felt marginalized on set, as she expressed by saying, "You're the big star, you know. I was just the little black." Smith, on the other hand, found Hubert difficult to work with, perceiving her as demanding. Their disagreements worsened during the third season when Hubert was pregnant and enduring personal issues, including an abusive marriage. Hubert disclosed that she was offered a reduced salary for the fourth season, which she declined due to her financial situation, leading to her departure from the show. She was replaced by Daphne Maxwell Reid, a decision Hubert believed was influenced by Smith, who she claimed had sabotaged her career. Post-exit, Hubert openly criticized Smith, calling him an egomaniac and accusing him of destroying her 20-year career with falsehoods. She emphasized the severe impact of being labeled difficult in Hollywood, especially for a black woman, stating, "I lost everything, reputation, everything." However, in a 2020 reunion special, they reconciled. Smith recognized his past insensitivity and admitted, "I wasn't perceptive," expressing remorse for the pain he had caused. Hubert also re-evaluated her previous resentment, saying, "I felt it was necessary for us to finally move forward." This emotional reconciliation marked a significant milestone in their relationship, enabling both to move beyond the past's hurt. On a scale of 0-5, how much do you blame Will Smith for the tension on set? Comment with a number. 6. Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey, American Idol. The feud between Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey during their tenure as judges on Season 12 of American Idol was highly publicized and began even before the show started filming. The two music icons, both known for their strong personalities, immediately clashed on set. A leaked TMZ video captured Minaj yelling at Carey during auditions in Charlotte, North Carolina, where she said, "I told them I'm not putting up with her highness over there." Carey retaliated by calling Minaj a crazy b***. The tension between them also spilled off camera. TMZ sources reported that Minaj allegedly threatened Carey with physical violence before filming began, although Minaj's representative denied these allegations. Both artists accused each other of dishonesty and unprofessional behavior. In an interview, Carey described working with Minaj as going to work in hell with Satan. The judges' conflicting personalities were apparent during the show's airing as well. During one audition, Minaj and Keith Urban discussed a contestant's country thing, with Carey siding with Urban. Minaj then criticized Carey and Randy Jackson for being overly critical of the singer, leading to another heated argument. The feud between Minaj and Carey dominated the season, causing the show's ratings to drop significantly. Both left American Idol after just one season, with Carey describing it as the worst experience of her life. Minaj shared a similar sentiment, claiming that the producers had intentionally set the two female judges against each other to create drama. Ultimately, the Nicki Minaj-Mariah Carey feud on American Idol was a result of two determined artists with contrasting personalities and judging approaches. Their on-air disputes and alleged off-camera threats contributed to a tense and uncomfortable atmosphere for everyone involved. 7. Drake Bell and Josh Peck. Drake and Josh. Drake Bell and Josh Peck, known for their roles as stepbrothers on the Nickelodeon series Drake and Josh from 2004 to 2007, have experienced a complex relationship off-camera. In a recent interview, Peck admitted that their off-screen connection did not mirror their on-screen chemistry. He explained, "We were kids, right? Obviously there were times when we were closer than not, but when inevitably the show ended, we're just totally different kids." Peck described their friendship as distinct, comparing it to the contrast between Billy Joel's Uptown Girl and the different music tastes of New York and Orange County. The gap in their relationship became evident in 2017 when Peck married without inviting Bell. Bell expressed his disappointment on Twitter, stating, "When you're not invited to the wedding, the message is clear. Loyalty is key, always remember where you came from." However, Bell later clarified on TikTok that Peck had reached out to him, saying, "I just want you guys to know that he has reached out to me, and it's been very sensitive, but he has reached out to talk with me and help me work through this and has been really, really great." And some suggest that Peck's distance from Bell might be related to Bell's legal issues. In 2021, Bell pleaded guilty to charges of attempted child endangerment and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles. Despite these challenges, Bell still values their friendship, saying, "I would always be there for him and I know that he would be the same." However, the two former co-stars are currently not on speaking terms, with Peck stating not really no when asked if they are still friends. 8. Adam Savage and Jamie Heinerman. Mythbusters. Adam Savage and Jamie Heinerman, the well-known pair from the popular TV series Mythbusters, have been candid about their lack of a close personal friendship off-camera. Even after collaborating for 14 seasons, their dynamic was based on mutual respect and tolerance, rather than a deep friendship. Heinerman candidly remarked, "We like to point out we've known each other for 25 years and never once sat down to have dinner alone together. We sort of managed to tolerate each other." The two hosts often disagreed on set, with Savage admitting, "We're not afraid to say something that will hurt the other's feelings because we don't care." However, they agreed that their debates were beneficial, as the right idea always wins. It doesn't matter whose it is. Heinerman added, "We get on each other's nerves and everything all the time, but whenever that happens we say so and we deal with it and move on." Despite their sometimes challenging relationship, Savage and Heinerman took pride in their unique and successful partnership. Heinerman believed their differing personalities and perspectives allowed them to work effectively together, saying, "If you're like me, then what's the use of you? I need someone different to work with." Savage also recognized the importance of their complementary roles, referring to their yin and yang setup as crucial to the show's success. Although Savage and Heinerman seldom socialized outside of work, they had a profound respect for each other's expertise and contributions to the series. Heinerman recognized the importance of his co-host's passion, stating, "For somebody who truly is interested in design and engineering, it's frustrating. I'm like a racehorse attached to a freight wagon." In the end, their distinctive collaboration, founded on mutual respect and a shared enthusiasm for science, resulted in a pioneering show that engaged viewers for more than 10 years. There's no denying the magic of on-screen chemistry, but what happens when the cameras stop rolling? We've explored some iconic co-stars whose off-camera relationships were far from friendly. But tell us, which duo do you think had the toughest time getting along? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, give us a like, subscribe to Iconic Inside, and hit that notification bell for more behind-the-scenes scoop. Don't forget to engage with our community. Your input is what makes our conversations iconic. Now, 9 famous celebrities you won't believe have black African parents. Are you ready to have your mind blown, because we're about to take you on a journey of shocking revelations? You won't believe it, but some of your favorite A-list celebrities have deep roots in black African heritage. Yes, you heard that right. Get ready to dive into the unexpected family trees of 9 famous faces. So buckle up and let's get started. Halsey.
You distracted me with the boyfriend question.
Ashley Frangipane, known by her stage name Halsey, is a musician of mixed heritage with a black father and a white mother. Throughout her life, she has frequently encountered inquiries about her racial background due to her physical appearance, which many find to be more aligned with white features, casting doubt on her father's African descent. Halsey has been open about these incidents and has declared, "I look like a white girl, but I don't feel like one. I'm a black woman." This sense of dual identity has significantly influenced her perspective on the concept of identity and how society perceives it. The singer has consistently stressed the significance of acknowledging and embracing her black heritage, pointing out that the societal understanding of what it means to be black is often too restrictive. Halsey argues that this limited view must evolve, and she champions for a more inclusive and diverse portrayal of black people, particularly black women. She has mentioned, "A lot of people try to write off a lot of my experiences because I present white," which underscores the bias she has experienced, including skepticism from others about her racial heritage. Halsey also conveys that the pain of being turned away because of her mixed racial background surpasses the pain of hiding it. She is aware of the benefits that come with being seen as white, but is steadfast in her commitment to leveraging her influence to fight for racial equality. She has remarked, "It's not my place to say way, it's my place to help," showing an understanding of the intricacies of her racial identity and the distinct struggles faced by individuals who may not have the same advantages she possesses. Zendaya.
But I gotta tell you, Jules, meeting you.
Zendaya, the stunning actress recognized for her performances in Spider-Man and Euphoria, carries a rich black ancestry that she is proud to claim. With an African-American father and a mother of German and Irish descent, Zendaya is open about her black identity and the significance of representation in the entertainment industry. "I have my African first name. I have a middle name, that is my mum's middle name, which is French, but we did an African spelling, so it's literally me in a name," she explains, elucidating the cultural significance of her full name. The actress has openly critiqued Hollywood's narrow perspective on what constitutes black beauty. "I'm Hollywood's acceptable version of a black girl," she declared, highlighting the industry's issue with colorism and the imperative to address it. Recognizing her advantage as a light-skinned black woman, Zendaya discusses the variance in experiences among individuals within the black community based on their skin color. Zendaya uses her influence to highlight the range and allure within the African-American community. "As a light-skinned black woman, it's important that I'm using my privilege, my platform, to show you how much beauty there is in the African-American community," she asserts. She is convinced that the diversity and beauty of black individuals are too vast to be encapsulated by a few representations, and she aspires to confront restricted beauty standards and motivate others. Does Zendaya's message of diversity and representation resonate with you? Share your thoughts and comment yes if you agree or no if you disagree. Let's discuss. Zhong Feifei, Winnie. Winnie, whose real name is Zhong Feifei, is a Chinese model and singer with a unique background, being the child of a Congolese father and a Chinese mother. Her path has been fraught with considerable obstacles as a mixed-race person in China's somewhat insular community. She gained fame as a participant on the reality TV series Produce 101, where she displayed her skills and won global acclaim, placing 27th among 101 participants. Winnie has encountered racial discrimination and prejudice on the internet, often because of her mixed racial identity. When confronted with insulting remarks, she retorted, "If you don't know, go down to hell and ask them yourself. I'm a living person who can't answer this question," showing her determination not to be quieted by animosity. Her tenacity has enabled her to shatter barriers in both the modeling and music sectors. Winnie has turned into a renowned model for well-known brands such as Fenty Beauty and Vogue, setting a precedent as the first individual of Black Asian descent to be showcased in Vogue China. In a significant milestone, she was part of the inaugural photoshoot in the Democratic Republic of the Congo for Vogue China's October 2022 edition. Winnie's voyage is more than just about individual triumph. She represents the fight for representation and inclusiveness in the entertainment sphere. She contemplates, "I could bring so many people from different cultural backgrounds together," underscoring her dedication to promoting diversity and comprehension through her influence. Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet, also known by her birth name Lilacoy Moon, is a famous actress best known for her legendary performances in The Cosby Show and A Different World. She is additionally recognized as the former spouse of the musician Lenny Kravitz. Bonet's lineage is a mix of African-American and Jewish ancestries, which has had a significant impact on her self-concept and life experiences. This dual heritage took some by surprise as they were not aware of her black heritage. Bonet faced distinctive hurdles growing up as a biracial individual in the 1970s. In a conversation, she looked back on her childhood saying, "The world wasn't ready for what I represented, the merging of these two races." She often felt disconnected both within her family circle and at school, which led her to cultivate a form of self-defense. Bonet confessed, "I sheltered myself by always withholding a bit, because I didn't always feel safe." Her story underscores the multifaceted nature of racial identity and societal views. Zoe Kravitz, Bonet's daughter, also shared related experiences, discussing her own challenges with identity in a predominantly white setting. She remarked, "I think a lot of that made me want to blend in or not be looked at as black." Kimora Lee Simmons. Kimora Lee Simmons, a celebrated model and fashion designer, has a distinctive multiracial background due to her Korean-Japanese mother and African-American father. Raised in the predominantly white suburb of Florissant, Missouri, she encountered considerable difficulties as a child of mixed heritage. "I was a mixed-race girl with a Korean-Japanese mother and an African-American father, and none of the other kids at my school were like me," she reminisced. Her notable physical attributes, including her height of 5, so 10 inches by the age of 10, and her unique facial features, set her apart from her classmates and made her a target for relentless teasing and derogatory remarks. "Kids can be cruel. They called me Chinky Giraffe," Simmons remembered. Despite the feelings of loneliness and isolation, Simmons received encouragement from her mother, Joanne Perkins, who urged her to embrace her uniqueness and transform negative experiences into positive ones. "My mother wanted me to turn my tears into something else, something positive," Simmons revealed. This supportive guidance from her mother was instrumental in fostering Simmons's resilience and self-assurance. At 13, Simmons was scouted by a Parisian modeling agency and subsequently signed an exclusive contract with Chanel's fashion legend Karl Lagerfeld. Her modeling triumph defied traditional beauty norms and contributed to a more inclusive representation in the fashion world. As Simmons observed, "Everything people thought was weird about me before was now good. Love this video, show some love with a like and a subscribe. Hate it? A like would still be awesome, and your feedback in the comments will help me improve." Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a globally recognized actor and ex-professional wrestler, proudly acknowledges his multifaceted ancestry that encompasses Black and Samoan lineage. Born on the 2nd of May, 1972 in Hayward, California, Johnson is the offspring of Rocky Johnson, a pioneering black wrestler renowned for being the first black Georgia heavyweight champion, and Ata Maivia, who has Samoan heritage. This blend of cultures has significantly influenced Johnson's sense of self and his public image. When it comes to discussing his racial identity, Johnson has openly embraced his mixed heritage. In a tweet, he declared, "I identify as exactly what I am, both, equally proud, blacks, Samoan." This message demonstrates his dedication to acknowledging and valuing both components of his heritage, defying the idea that an individual must favor one identity over the other. Johnson has also shared how his career in wrestling and in the entertainment industry has gone beyond racial limitations, remarking, "I transcended race in wrestling, so there was no book that way." Johnson's candidness regarding his heritage sets a potent example for numerous individuals, especially those with multiracial backgrounds. He underscores the significance of wholeheartedly accepting all elements of one's identity, rather than succumbing to societal expectations to adhere to a singular mold. His father, Rocky Johnson, was a trailblazer in the wrestling realm and also imparted to Dwayne the significance of taking pride in their ancestry. Dwayne has frequently conveyed his appreciation for his father's impact, stating, "You lived a very full, very hard, barrier-breaking life and left it all in the ring." Ariana Miyamoto. Ariana Miyamoto, born on the 12th of May 1994, is a pioneering Japanese model and beauty queen who became a trailblazer by being the first person of mixed race to be awarded the title of Miss Universe Japan in 2015. She has an African-American father and a Japanese mother, and she takes pride in her dual heritage, expressing her desire to ensure that biracial children in Japan are accepted as they are. Her decision to participate in the pageant was influenced by a deeply personal tragedy. The suicide of a close biracial friend due to racial bullying propelled Miyamoto to enter the competition as a means to fight against racial discrimination and champion diversity. Miyamoto's early years were marked by considerable struggles associated with her mixed racial background. She recollects an incident from her school days saying, "Whenever the teacher told us to hold hands, other children thought my black skin would rub off on them." These episodes of being ostracized and discriminated against only served to strengthen her determination to be an agent of change. Even after her triumphant win, Miyamoto faced detractors who doubted her Japanese identity and suggested she was not Japanese enough. However, this adverse reaction became a driving force for her. As she stated, "I want to challenge these narrow definitions of beauty and identity." Miyamoto's efforts to promote acceptance are not limited to her own experiences. She seeks to inspire others to celebrate their uniqueness. "I hope that by sharing my story, I can encourage others to fight for inclusivity and acceptance," she declares. Logic. Logic, the celebrated rapper recognized for his complex wordplay and messages that raise awareness about social issues, has encountered skepticism and challenges to his credibility due to his mixed racial heritage. As the child of a black father and a white mother, the visibility of Logic's racial background is not always evident, resulting in detractors asserting that he is not black enough. Despite this, Logic has persistently confronted this critique, highlighting the significance of his black ancestry and the life experiences it has influenced. During a recent conversation with Zane Lowe, Logic conveyed his pride in his identity, saying, "I'm so proud to be who I am, and to have all these people try to tell me that I can't be this. People try to tell me like that, oh, you shouldn't be proud, or you're not this, or you aren't that, or whatever the hell. I'm just kind of here to say, like, who is anybody else to tell me who I am, or what I've gone through, or what I haven't gone through? I've experienced a lot of really terrible things as a child." Logic's narrative reveals the intricate dynamics of racial identity within the music industry and in broader society. His lyrics frequently tackle themes of race and discrimination, striking a chord with both fans and critics. In the track Afrikarian, Logic articulates his mixed racial identity, rapping, "I'm black and I'm white, I'm not like you, I'm not like them, I'm not like you, I'm not like them." In the face of criticism, Logic persists in leveraging his platform to denounce injustice and foster understanding. His musical contributions stand as a testament to the strength of fully embracing one's identity and utilizing one's voice to effect positive transformations in the world. Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz, a prominent actress recognized for her roles in major films like X-Men First Class and the Divergent series, is the child of famous musician Lenny Kravitz and actress Lisa Bonet, which gives her a diverse racial background. Although her appearance may suggest a primarily white heritage, Kravitz has embraced her black ancestry and openly discussed her growing connection with her identity. The older I get, the more I experience life, I am identifying more and more with being black, and what that means, being more and more proud of that and feeling connected to my roots and my history, she shared with Allure magazine. During her upbringing, Kravitz was educated in predominantly white private schools, which initially caused her to want to assimilate and minimize her black identity. I identified with white culture, and I wanted to fit in. I didn't identify with black culture, like I didn't like Tyler Perry movies, and I wasn't into hip-hop music. I liked Neil Young, she confessed to Nylon magazine. However, as she grew older, Kravitz had to unbrainwash herself and reconnect with her heritage through various forms of art, including music, film, and literature. Kravitz has also been candid about the microaggressions and derogatory remarks she received about her hair texture, which underscored the subtle racism she has encountered. I felt really insecure about my hair. Relaxing it, putting chemicals in it, plucking my eyebrows really thin, she said, in an interview with the Observer magazine. Presently, Kravitz celebrates her black culture and uses her influence to campaign for increased representation and awareness in the entertainment industry. I ask writers and producers, why don't you have any black people in your film? Why do stories happen to white people and everyone else is a punchline? She questioned in an interview with The Guardian in 2015, wow, right, discovering these 9 amazing celebrities have black African roots was a real eye-opener. It just goes to show, heritage is rich and diverse and it's something to celebrate. What do you think? Comment okay if you're feeling inspired by these stars embracing their heritage. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for more iconic inside content. Let's keep the conversation going and spread the love for all our backgrounds.